So who wins on Sunday?
Carrie, I think I'm going Denver.
All right. Why is that?
I think I'm going with Peyton to get his second ring. Well, I asked this in my house the other day. I think Peyton just has to get another ring. I actually see him going out like Elway, Denver getting back-to-back titles and him retiring. Seattle hasn't looked good to me away from home. I don't think they have their home field to hide behind. I think the bright lights will get to them. I just don't think they're ready for that stage yet. I don't think you go from losing in the wild card to winning the whole thing the next season. I just don't see it.
Stephen A.
Well, for me, I'm going to reserve the right to think about this a little bit more, but if I had to pick a team today, it would be the Denver Broncos. I'm about offense. I'm about the ability to score, and I look at the Seattle Seahawks, and I don't see it with Russell Wilson and those guys offensively. Percy Harvin being back, I think, is going to help them immensely, but I anticipate that he's going to take a hit, and he's not going to last. I'm not questioning his toughness or anything like that. It's just that he's overcoming concussion issues, and I just don't know. And it's going to be cold out there, and those hits are going to hurt, and I think it's going to affect him. And I don't think Golden Tate is going to be enough. Not even Marshawn Lynch is going to be enough to offset what Peyton Manning is going to throw at you with Wes Welker, with Eric Decker, with Julius and Demaryius Thomas, the combination of having four bona fide legitimate weapons. And I didn't even bring No Sean Moreno into the equation. I just think it's going to be too much. I think Seattle's defense is big time. But if San Francisco can put up, 17 to 20 points on Seattle, I definitely think Peyton Manning and those boys can put up, 24, 27, 28 points. And I think that's all you would need to beat this Seattle offense. I'm going with Denver for the time being, but I'll think about it a little bit more in the next week.
Joe Budden, Skip Bayless here. It's good to hear your voice, and I apologize for my voice, which is a little shaky today. Thanks to my friend Stephen A. Smith, who has worn me out this show, and I've had to raise my voice so many times to correct him that I'm losing it. But fortunately, on this topic, I don't have to raise my voice because I'm shocked that Stephen A. is leaning toward Denver, and I'm surprised that Joe Budden is heavily favoring Denver because I'm going to go the same direction. Even though, remember, the point spread opened with Seattle as the favorite by 2, and the betting public bet Denver all the way up to currently a 2.5-point favorite.
I expect that spread to change even more as we get closer to the game, Skip.
Okay. You think Denver will be a bigger favorite?
Definitely in Denver's favor.
I love Joe's point about Seattle can't, although it's a little strong to say, hide behind home field. Seattle has not been Seattle away from Seattle. And the other thing for Stephen A. Smith that shocks me about a Denver that he picked to get to the Super Bowl, Denver's defense, just using the eye test, has been sensational in these 2 playoff games. I didn't see this coming. So given the fact that Denver is actually going into this battle with a credible defense for the first time all year is huge to me.
Well, I agree with that. I'm not going to refute that, Skip. Their defense has been somewhat surprising, even though I expected them to handle their business against San Diego. I certainly didn't expect them to look the way that they looked against the Patriots. I expected the Patriots to be far more effective offensively. They didn't get that job done. Seattle, I see in the same ilk, and I don't see them holding the Seattle to 3 points for the first 3 quarters. I think it's going to be intense, highly competitive, and I think both teams will find a way to be effective offensively, at least at some juncture. I just consider the Denver Broncos offense to be high-powered, and I see you limiting them but not completely neutralizing them. This is a team that averaged nearly 40 points a game in the regular season. Do I see that happening in the Super Bowl? No. But it wouldn't surprise me at all if they put up 30.
All right.
Wouldn't surprise me at all if they scored 27. I wouldn't be surprised by that, and I think that's all it would take.
Let's be clear, we're talking about a Denver team that's not at full strength, too.
Why do you say that?
Well, Miller's not not playing.
Yeah.
Last
but
season
defensively.
the last game we had Champ. Yeah, defensively, Champ Bailey played more than he's used to playing
Chris
last
Harris
season.
is out.
Last game.